You said yes to drinks, had a good time, laughed, connected, felt present. Then you got home and collapsed like you'd just survived something. And now it's been 24 hours and you still feel like a ghost. Picture this. It's the day after. You're moving through your apartment in slow motion. Every text feels like lifting a boulder. The idea of making plans, of being perceived, of existing in someone else's awareness makes your skin crawl. You're not hungover. You're not sick. You're just gone. Empty in a way that doesn't have a name. And somewhere underneath the exhaustion is this quiet shame, like you should be able to handle normal human interaction without needing a full system reboot. Like everyone else goes out and bounces back, and you're the only one who needs to disappear for a day just to feel human again. Here's what's really happening. Needing a recovery day after socializing isn't weakness or antisocial behavior. It's a nervous system pattern tied to how intensely you process social data. Most people attend the event. You attend and absorb every micro-expression, tonal shift, power dynamic, and unspoken tension in the room. Your brain doesn't skim social interaction. It archives it, frame by frame, word by word. And that takes a level of energy most people don't even know they're spending. Let me show you the 5 psychological mechanisms behind why you go offline after being around people. Number 1. You don't just socialize, you perform continuous real-time empathy tracking. While others are talking, you're running a background program, monitoring their mood, their comfort level, whether they feel heard, whether the vibe is shifting. You're constantly adjusting your tone, your energy, your entire presence to match the room. It's not manipulation, it's hyper-attunement, a kind of emotional labor that's invisible to everyone, including you, until you're alone and realize you've been holding your breath for 3 hours. You're not X, antisocial, or cold. You're Y, someone whose nervous system treats every interaction like a high-stakes improvisation where one wrong move could shatter the entire performance. And here's what makes it worse. Number 2. Socializing floods you with stimuli. Your brain can't filter in real time. The noise, the lighting, the eye contact, the overlapping conversations, the effort of holding your face in an expression that reads as engaged and interested and warm. Most people have a built-in dimmer switch that regulates sensory input. You're taking it all in at full brightness, full volume, with no buffer, and your system doesn't know how to turn it down until you're completely alone. Think of it like this. Other people get tired from socializing. You get overstimulated to the point of nervous system shutdown. You're not X, fragile or overdramatic. You're Y, someone with a sensitive processing system that needs silence and stillness to metabolize the sheer amount of social input you've absorbed. But it doesn't stop there. Number 3. You're not recovering from the event, you're recovering from the mask. Even in good conversations with people you love, you're managing. Managing how you're coming across. Managing the pace. Managing whether you're being too much or not enough or too quiet or too intense. By the time you leave, you've been holding a low-grade tension for hours, keeping yourself compressed into a version that feels acceptable, and your body finally crashes the second it's safe to stop performing. You're not X, fake or inauthentic. You're Y, someone who's learned that social acceptance requires constant curation, and the cost of that curation is a full day of absolute nothing. And this is the part people miss. Number 4. Your brain processes social interaction on a delay, and that delay is exhausting. Hours after you get home, you're still replaying it. What you said, what they meant, moments you wish you'd handled differently, jokes that landed wrong, silences you couldn't fill. It's not overthinking. It's your system trying to make sense of 1,000 subtle cues it couldn't fully process in the moment. Think of your brain like a computer that keeps running in the background long after you've closed the program. You're not X, neurotic or broken. You're Y, someone whose brain needs post-event solitude to integrate the experience, to file it away, to make meaning out of the chaos of connection. And here's the kicker. Number 5. Socializing forces you to be solid when you're naturally fluid. Around people, you have to hold a shape, a consistent personality, a coherent version of yourself that makes sense across time. But alone, you get to be formless, shapeless, contradictory, free. The exhaustion isn't from being around people. It's from being confined to a single version of yourself for hours when your internal experience is vast and shifting and impossible to contain in small talk. You're not X, unstable or inconsistent. You're Y, someone whose identity is too complex to compress into casual conversation. and the effort of compressing it is what wipes you out completely. And here's the beautiful contradiction. You crave connection, but need distance to survive it. You're not cold. You're not broken. You're just wired in a way that makes intimacy expensive. And the people worth keeping will understand that your silence the next day isn't rejection. It's recovery. It's you returning to yourself after lending out your energy to the world. Now here's where this can tip into something harder. If you're canceling plans before they happen, if the thought of socializing sends you into full panic, if you're isolating because it feels safer than risking the crash, that's not introversion anymore. That's avoidance. The difference: recovery is rest. Avoidance is fear. One restores you. The other traps you. If you need a day after seeing people, that's fine. If you're structuring your entire life to never see people at all, that's worth looking at, not fixing, just noticing. You're allowed to need a full day. Your energy isn't infinite, and pretending it is won't make you more likable. It'll just make you more exhausted. The right people won't ask you to be constantly available. They'll give you space to vanish and trust you'll come back. So here's my question. Team, 1 event per week maximum, or team, back-to-back plans no problem? And if this one hit close, the next video is about why some people feel loneliest when they're surrounded by others. Because if you need space after connection, chances are you've also felt completely invisible in a crowded room.